As our beautiful Earth crumbles due to climate change, it has become more important than ever to protect all the precious animals in this world. Unfortunately, most people do more harm than good, but there are some kind-hearted people out there who keep hope alive. Today, in this video, we are going to show you what happens when animals ask people for help and kindness. A baby shark found himself trapped among the rocks and would never have seen his family again if it hadn't been for these surfers. They tried to simply push the young creature into deeper water, but they had to do much more to get it back home. These two entangled swans swam around the river, trying to break free from each other, but without success. That's when a couple stumbled upon them and decided to help. After a while, they finally managed to separate the poor animals, who appeared to be unharmed. All thanks go to the kind couple who spent a few minutes of their time sparing the lives of two helpless creatures. When two locals were driving in Kazakhstan, the temperature had reached minus 58 Celsius. When they spotted a roe deer quietly standing with his head down, the deer's muzzle was completely encased in ice and snow. The animal could hardly move or see anything. Instead of just passing by like many would, the locals stopped and spent just a few minutes of their lives in order to save the life of this helpless deer. After a power line fell onto a flooded road, this cow suffered a horrible trauma. The strong electric current paralyzed the poor animal, and it got stuck being electrocuted on the spot. Thankfully, a moment later, the store owner spotted the helpless cow and pulled it out of the danger zone with the help of two Samaritans. They saved the animal's life just in time. Despite the beauty of the experience, you should never release a balloon into the air because the colorful rubber fabric can become a death trap for sea turtles because they easily mistake them for jellyfish. Just watch how this poor turtle was struggling to survive until it was found by these wonderful guys who didn't hesitate to help the dying animal. This family went on their daily beach walk, where their dogs loved to take a swim. They didn't expect that something would go horribly wrong. One of the dogs suddenly slipped below the surface and was about to drown. But thanks to the owner's quick response, the dog saved at the very last moment. After a fire, this cat was poisoned by carbon monoxide and seemed to have no chance of surviving. His owner begged rescuers for help. The firefighters refused to give up, and after a long rescue mission, a miracle happened. The cat came back to life. The woman's reaction proves that our pets are more than just animals. They are members of our families. This stray cat was hit by a car that didn't even stop to help the poor animal, and it was left on the side of the road to die. Some people thought the cat was already gone, so they put flowers near its body. But when these people came to pick it up, they realized that the animal was still alive, although badly injured and in shock. This kind woman took the cat to the hospital, and amazingly, it survived and went on to a happy life. We have all seen adorable little ducklings struggling to keep up with their mother. When these two ducklings couldn't jump up on the curb to follow their mama, they were lucky this kind man was willing to help them. The impact of human waste is destroying the lives of so many beautiful animals in the world. This is just one of many examples, unfortunately. The sea turtle is tangled in an abandoned fishing line. Fortunately, there were still kind people out there like these guys who decided to free the poor turtle. The Australian bushfires are devastating for the country's wildlife. The animal that was terribly affected was the whaling koala, who was badly burned and in desperate need of help. Luckily, there were a lot of kind people who stayed in these dangerous areas to save all the animals that were left behind. Just watch how this man and woman saved the koala to later transport it to the nearby hospital. As people, we should all react when any animal asks us for help and kindness. It makes the world a better place.